Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Dallas Cowboys make new decision on Ezekiel Elliott after humiliating punishment. The Dallas Cowboys were without running back Ezekiel Elliott in their 27-21 loss to the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The Cowboys' losses couldn't be blamed on Elliott's absence, as Dallas had its best day on the ground this season, gaining 137 rushing yards. The Cowboys punished Elliott twice, once by benching, and twice by leaking to the press the actions that led to his benching. Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy said Ezekiel Elliott will be available this week after he was disciplined by the team last week and didn't make the trip to Atlanta, Machota posted on X. Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy said Ezekiel Elliott will be available this week after he was disciplined by the team last week and didn't make the trip to Atlanta. Elliott has 149 yards and 2 touchdowns on 48 carries this season. The All-Pro has been featured second in the backfield, behind Rico Dowdle. Dowdle has 321 yards on 71 carries this season. Cowboys Mike McCarthy clarifies Ezekiel Elliott's role after benching. Dallas Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy turned to 4 different rushing options against the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday. Ezekiel Elliott wasn't one of them. The former lead rusher for the Cowboys, Elliott, earned the inactive label against the Falcons. Many across the league wondered about Elliott's status moving forward. McCarthy cleared the air behind the veteran running back's benching on Monday with the media. Elliott first sat due to disciplinary reasons. But McCarthy also shared what Elliott's role will be when Dallas faces the Philadelphia Eagles, via Todd Archer of ESPN. Mike McCarthy said Ezekiel Elliott will be available this week, but he has yet to sit down with the running back since having a meeting last Friday, Archer wrote. The Cowboys' RB was ruled a healthy scratch by the team. Elliott, however, missed up to 3 team meetings according to NFL Network Cowboys reporter Jane Slater. Elliott watched Dallas fall 27-21 to the NFC South leaders at the Mercedes-Benz Dome. Sunday marked the first time Elliott missed a game in his career due to a disciplinary reason. Even despite his past dominance, Elliott faced a tough road to reclaiming the starting role. He's losing ground even more. Elliott is on pace to deliver new career lows. Dallas has seldom used the 2-time leading rusher from the 2016 and 2018 seasons, tallying only 48 carries for 149 yards and 2 touchdowns. Elliott managed 184 carries for 642 yards and scored 3 times in his lone New England Patriots campaign in 2023. The fan favorite for Dallas walked into a young but questionable backfield after re-signing. The Cowboys may have their new RB1 for the rest of 2024. Dallas handed the ball off to Rico Dowdle the most on Sunday. Dowdle took 12 carries and racked up 75 yards, averaging 6.2 yards per carry. He added 5 receptions for 32 yards and caught a 3-yard touchdown pass. Dowdle even tied franchise legend Emmitt Smith by scoring 3 touchdown receptions in 8 games this season. The RB, who's 3 years younger than Elliott, leads the way with 321 rushing yards. However, Dowdle is yet to cross the end zone through handoffs. Meanwhile, Dallas mixed in Dalvin Cook against Atlanta. The 4-time Pro Bowl settled for only 2 carries and netted 8 yards. Wide receiver CeeDee Lamb ended up handling a couple of carries too, racking up only 15 yards on design WR end-around plays. McCarthy set off the signal that Elliott is on his way back to the huddle. The Sunday foe Philadelphia earned a rather ugly 28-23 victory over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Elliott has enjoyed past success against the Eagles, boasting a 9-4 career record against the NFC East rival. However, Elliott is likely heading toward a non-starter role. His Cowboys are also riding a 3-game losing streak before taking on the 6-2 Eagles. Perfect Ezekiel Elliott replacement suddenly available to Cowboys amid drama. It was another game and another loss for the Dallas Cowboys in Week 9. America's team suffered its third straight defeat in the form of a 27-21 loss to the Atlanta Falcons, forcing Cowboys fans to wonder if there's anything Jerry Jones can do to end the second half of the season on a positive note. One Dallas player who was noticeably absent from the latest loss was Ezekiel Elliott. The veteran running back was a healthy scratch for the first time in his NFL career due to a horrific start to the campaign, and now the fan base is left wondering if Elliott's time with the franchise is nearing its end. While some fans would be sad to say goodbye to Elliott, again, he's been a central cause of the Cowboys' rushing struggles. Fortunately, the perfect replacement for him just became available. Free agent RB Boston Scott is fully healthy and ready to return after partially tearing his meniscus before the season, NFL insider Jordan Schultz reported on Monday. The former Philadelphia Eagle has spent the last 2 months rehabbing and is prepared to join a team soon. Cowboys fans are more than familiar with Scott. The former Louisiana Tech runner joined the Eagles as a free agent in 2018 before playing all 75 of his career games in a Philadelphia jersey. He left the city of brotherly love this offseason, though, signing with the LA Rams back in April. Scott's stay in Hollywood didn't last long, though. He was released by the Rams ahead of August's 53-man roster deadline and went on to join the Pittsburgh Steelers practice squad, which lasted 2 weeks before he was released with an injury settlement. Even though the 29-year-old has yet to play a game this season, it isn't hard to see how Scott could provide a boost to the Cowboys' ground game. The former 2018 sixth-rounder has racked up over 1,800 scrimmage yards and 17 touchdowns throughout his career and even averaged 4.3 rushing yards on 20 carries last season. Meanwhile, Elliott continues to find himself on thinner ice the longer the season goes. The former 3-time Pro Bowl RB only has 149 yards and 2 TDs on 48 carries since returning to Dallas, resulting in a career-worst 21.3 rushing yards per game. The lackluster showing has led to Rico Dowdle taking over as the team's RB1, while even Dalvin Cook is beginning to see more touches. If the Cowboys have any interest in Scott, they may want to act fast. Schultz also reported that the New Orleans Saints have a workout planned with the experienced RB, meaning more teams could quickly follow suit, especially with the trade deadline on Tuesday. In the meantime, the Cowboys will focus on avoiding a 4th consecutive defeat when they host the Eagles on Sunday. Mike McCarthy and company could use all the help they can get as FanDuel Sportsbook is currently listing the Cowboys as 6.5-point underdogs against their NFC East rivals. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Boston Scott? Leave your opinion in the comments.